It's a win-win situation. No one wants to look at me. I can't even look at myself. Into, I don't give a fuck. Like, that is absolutely insane behavior, but the crazy thing is, it worked. You wanna be seen as a baddie? Then act like one. Hi. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm sick. But it's upload week and the delusion must continue. So I'm going to do my makeup because even if I feel like death, I want to look hot doing it. The show must go on. But you guys know what's funny? My video ideas always hit when I'm like brushing my teeth. Like, I'm just standing there, foam everywhere, staring in the mirror like, why am I like this? Why do I operate this way? Why am I the way that I am? And then that is like prime time when I start overthinking everything. Usually about life or relationships. And then I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna make a video about it. One thing that I want you guys to know is that these videos, it's not about me teaching something to you guys, but it's more about showing you guys me processing certain concepts in real time. But in order to make a video of some substance, I have to research certain topics and why certain things affect us in certain ways, and that helps certain concepts stick to me better. And for you guys who are watching, if these videos help you too, it's a win-win situation. So today, while I try to cover my sick, congested face with foundation, the topic we'll be dissecting today is confidence. Also, there's nothing in this cup. I already drank everything. I just thought it would look good in the shot. But first, I'm looking very grimy right now, and if I'm being honest with you guys, I didn't shower for 2 days. I have been dying for this past week. My body was aching to the extent of like, if I felt a water droplet like hit it, I would have like, it would have hurt, you know? But let me go shower first. Let me add a transition because I am a professional. Ready? Oh shit. Hi, it's me again. I actually have something in my cup this time. We are going to do some skincare before doing our makeup. But while we're on the topic of confidence, can we talk about Cleopatra for a second? If you guys aren't like 100% sure with who she is, she's remembered as like one of the most captivating women in history. But if you actually look at ancient records and coins, she wasn't considered the most beautiful woman of her time. Not by Greek or Roman standards anyway. However, Cleopatra understood something a lot of us struggle with. It's that power is perception. Like, that woman knew confidence was an illusion you build from how you carry yourself. Like, do you guys remember the story of how she met Julius Caesar? Like, this woman literally snuck herself into the palace, rolled up in a carpet just to get his attention. Like, that is absolutely insane behavior, but the crazy thing is, it worked. When he unrolled that carpet, he didn't just see a crazy woman. He saw her confidence, her wit, her audacity. And that is exactly how she changed her entire political future, as she should. Cleopatra knew the truth. People don't fall for your looks, they fall for your energy. And science actually backs it all up. Psychologists call it the halo effect. It's the idea that when you exude confidence, other people unconsciously assign you all these other positive traits. Like, oh, this person also must be nice, they must be smart, they must be such a wonderful person. They think you're smarter, more attractive, more charismatic. But here is the kicker.
It always comes with the kicker.
Oftentimes, they're not noticing your flaws, they're just feeling your energy. So Cleopatra wasn't out here chasing validation. That woman literally created it. Like, she didn't walk into the room trying to be pretty. She walked in knowing she was the bad bitch of the century. Oh, okay, I need to go dry my hair now, and you guys are coming with me because you're stuck with me.
But Jinju, why do we have to go with you?
Because we are one unit.
I look a little crazy right now, but trust in the process. Now, I would love to be Cleopatra level confident, but I'm not rolling up to anyone's house in a carpet. Like, literally rolled up in a carpet. I know I mentioned it a couple times in my past videos, but I have PCOS, and recently I have been dealing with a major PCOS flare-up. For those of you who don't know, PCOS stands for polycystic ovary syndrome. To put it shortly, it basically means your hormones are playing a never-ending prank on you. What I have been dealing with these days, as you guys can tell, my skin has been breaking out. My face has gotten puffy. I gained a bit of weight. These past couple of months, I just haven't been feeling like myself. I would wake up and look in the mirror and think I don't even recognize her, and I didn't like who I was seeing in the mirror. And it's just a really mind fucking and a shitty feeling, because I know to everyone else I look fine, I look the same, but to myself I started obsessively nitpicking every single thing that I didn't like. I just became so hyper focused and obsessed with things about my appearance that other people didn't even notice. My confidence started to feel like something I used to have but can't access anymore. But then as I was brushing my teeth, Cleopatra just randomly popped into my head. Like, imagine not fitting the beauty standard and still convincing the entire Roman Empire that you are the blueprint. Oh my god, and then you know that one moment when you're brushing your teeth and then you're standing on one leg with your arms crossed and then you have your toothbrush in one hand with toothpaste all over your mouth because you have that one realization and you're just standing there like... But then that's when it hit me. I can't control what my body's doing right now, but I can control my perspective. That's when my mind automatically went from thinking,
Oh my god, I'm so ugly. No one wants to look at me. I can't even look at myself.
into, I don't give a fuck. Who is this negative mentality benefiting? Sean from the grocery store? Casey from the cafe? Literally no one. So why am I making myself miserable by thinking a certain negative way? Confidence isn't about always having to look perfect. It's about not abandoning yourself when you don't. Like, people don't notice your insecurities as much. Like, people don't notice your insecurities nearly as much as you think they do. It's like those moments when you say, oh my god, look at this pimple I have on my face. And then someone was just like,
I barely noticed it until you mentioned it.
every time you point it out and put it in the spotlight, you are giving it the power that it doesn't need. And as always, I like to back up what I say with some science. And I love that there's actually some science behind this stuff, because it makes all of our messy feelings feel a little less personal and a little more logical. When I catch myself feeling crazy, I'm like, I'm feeling certain things because X, Y, and Z, and I'm able to rationalize my feelings, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not like crazy. So there's something called self-perception theory, and basically it says we figure out who we are by observing our own actions. So if you act confident even when you don't feel it, over time your brain starts to believe it. It's like tricking your own mind into remembering that yes, you are capable, worthy, and yeah, a baddie. I'm like contemplating if I want to make my brows longer or keep it in its original shape. Do you guys ever try to fill in your bald spot, and then as you're filling it in, you feel like you're not filling it in, and by the time your eyes actually focus on how dark it is, it's like really dark? Ooh, another thing that I love that I recently learned is social proof. It's the idea that we look to others to figure out how to act or feel. When someone sees you owning your space, even in small ways, making eye contact, speaking up, taking up room, other people respond to that energy. Confidence can become a feedback loop. The more you act it, the more people respond to it, the more your brain actually believes it, and then the cycle continues. And this is something that I have personally noticed, especially during this PCOS flare-up. On days that I felt hyper aware of my breakouts, my bloating, my mood swings, I treated myself like I was broken. I ended up projecting that tension outwards to people around me, to the space around me, to myself. But these days, I just treat myself with patience. I try to take things slow. I do my makeup slowly. I talk to myself like I'm talking to a friend. And I try to acknowledge that my body is doing its best. Like these days, I have been going to my part-time job with no skin makeup because I'm trying to let my skin breathe, and I don't care about what other people really think about my breakouts, because I still look good either way, with or without pimples. It just doesn't change me. I'm still me. And no matter the situation, it's so wild how perspective can actually literally shift your reality. Like, two people can view a certain situation completely differently based on their perspective on it. I always try to remind myself when I'm doing my nose contour, you don't have to go so heavy, but it always ends up being a little heavy. And it's okay. It's okay. Like, a Michael Jackson moment is cute. I love Michael Jackson. Oh, there's this one TikTok that just like wraps up everything I just said perfectly. It's the everything I said I do I did. let me just show you guys.
Everything I said I do I did.
Everything I said I do I did. But did I ask you guys how you guys have been doing? How have you guys been doing? I hope you guys have been well. I'm probably like 8 to 10 minutes into this video now. That was a little rude of me. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys know. You guys might know. You guys might not know. The piercing video, I did not know a lot of people were going through the same things as me, and it just brought me so much comfort to realize that my mom isn't the only crazy parent. For the people who want an update, I ended up having like a huge scream cry fest in my living room with my mom. But I think it's something that we had to get out of our systems in order to move on and grow closer. But after having a conversation with my mom, I realized that I still really struggle with expressing myself emotionally. I have a hard time expressing myself because I feel like my decisions and my thoughts are wrong. But at the ripe age of 25 now, almost turning 26, you gotta stick up for yourself. You gotta stand your ground. You gotta hold your ground. You gotta believe in you and your thoughts and your opinions, because if you don't, some people will walk all over you. I just went on like a whole tangent, but I used to think that confidence was conditional. It was something that I had to earn. Like, once I fixed my skin, or I hit my goals, or I looked a certain way, that I would finally feel confident again, or I earned to feel confident. But really, it just shows up when you stop waiting for permission to be confident. The fuck? I think a lot of us can relate to this. Some days we're gonna wake up feeling like Cleopatra, and other days, not so hot. But then that's okay.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
Carry yourself the way you want to be seen. You wanna be seen as a baddie? Then act like one. Once again, I still have a long way to go.
A long way to go.
We'll finish off with the pink lipstick too. This is the completed makeup look.
Oh, very good.
Thank you guys for spending time with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had a wonderful last week and a better this week. And I will see you in the next video. Forehead kiss.